is important for North Pontotoc. Like I said, get on base, try to get these first couple guys on base to get something going.
Caron's come back now to run the count full at 3-2. And he comes back to strike out Robertson. That's 4 Ks in a row for C.J. Caron.
Yeah, down 3-0 right there. C.J. coming back with 3 fastballs, and unfortunately Ty couldn't get something going.
Caron is a guy that normally around 83, 84. He can hit 87. We talked about that changeup. That's a really good pitch of his. And right now he's facing Braxton Sett at the shortstop for North Pontotoc.
Yeah, and it's a credit to the pitching coach at St. Andrews, Chris Burgess. And Chris pitched at Delta State, and so he's done a great job with CJ. But it's interesting. Once he gets in that rhythm, he's all around that plate. As North Pontotoc is showing, they're not scared to swing it, but they've got to make some contact.
Strike 3. I tell you what, the catcher. How about Dixon Ray?
Yeah.
Before the umpire even called it, that thing was down at third.
That was impressive. Umpire probably was shocked that he did it.
That's 5 strikeouts in a row. My goodness, is C.J. Caron feeling it, folks? 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the DH, J.D. Hicks.
And so as hitters, they're getting into the box, and CJ's, look at him, he's ready. But they, as hitters, they know a pitcher like this is going to pound the zone. They've got to be ready to hit the first couple pitches.
0-2 the count. C.J. Caron struck out the side in the second. He's 1 strike away from striking out the side here in the third.
Get a little excited with the high leg kick. I like it.
I'm telling you.
This is great. A bunch of these seniors on both sides getting a chance to play at this venue.
And he's done it again. C.J. Caron has struck out the side 2 straight innings. The 7, 8, 9 hitters, Bowman, Ray, and Daniels will come to the plate for the Saints when we come back. We're scoreless after 2.5.
When you come to a Division III school like this, you still have athletes who want to compete, and they have that drive there. What we do here is you have a fully dedicated staff to making you a safer athlete. We're going to improve athletic performance, and we're going to make you a disciplined person.
There's a major difference right here on campus, both in the athletic department, but no doubt in the academia as well. It's truly a program. It's not just a team you play on for 4 years. It's unimaginable to me just to be a part of something this special.
Bottom of the third, no score in game 2 of this best of 3 between North Pontotoc and St. Andrews. In a hurry, but want a fresh, affordable meal to serve your family or friends? Biaggi's Pronto Packs make it easy to enjoy an authentic Italian meal at home or on the go. Perfectly sized to serve 4 to 5 people and starting at only $30. Pronto Packs include your choice of a pasta or 2 pizzas with a house or Caesar salad and freshly baked bread with Biaggi's butter for dipping. Located in the Renaissance at Colony Park Shopping Center in Ridgeland, Biaggi's carryout is the perfect solution for your busy lifestyle. Visit Biaggi's online at Biaggi's.com. Of course, we talked with Biaggi's managing partner, Dwayne Rayner, a couple innings ago, so we're glad to have Biaggi's on board. Couldn't do it without all of our sponsors.
Absolutely. Great place to eat. Now, North Pontotoc. Clark Mills has got to continue to pound the zone as well. Keep his team in it.
He's facing Evan Bowman to lead off this bottom of the third. St. Andrews leading this series 1-0 with a 4-3 win on Tuesday.
Clark's showing real good command. A lot of times, last couple of hitters, second pitch, he's come curveball. Little changeup right there. So as hitters, these guys have got to concentrate, got to try to figure out how to get to this guy. And Clark continues to do this. He keeps North Pontotoc in the game with a chance.
Mills has 3 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. Karen has 6 Ks through 3. And another strikeout. We got a theme here today with these strikeouts, Chris.
Yeah, you got both guys that could throw really any pitch for a strike at any time. And so usually that bodes well for the defense to keep these guys off balance and quick innings.
First pitch, a little low to Dixon Ray, the catcher. Ray was on the team 2 years ago when St. Andrews lost to Kossuth in the finals. He only played 5 games that year, but you had Bowman, Tolley, Thomas, and Rothwarg were all starters as sophomores.
Yeah, that's paid off for him to get to this point.
A strike call. 2-1 to Dixon Ray. C.J. Karen on that team 2 years ago. He was a spot starter. Holland Towns played in about 2/3 of the games. And then Ducote, the shortstop, he played in 13 of those games that year when St. Andrews finished second in the state. There's a smash up the middle. First base hit of the game. And it belongs to Dixon Ray.
Yeah, with a guy like this that throws 3 pitches for strikes, as hitters, you've got to stress trying to go up the middle the other way with it. In other words, take what he gives you, right? Because you got to let the ball get deep. Exactly what Dixon did right there. Went up the middle with it.
One out, one on. Cameron Daniels, the third baseman. His first year at St. Andrews, transferred from Jackson Prep.
Yeah, we'll see if St. Andrews tries to get some things going here. Maybe try to steal a base or try to do something to get Clark Mills kind of out of rhythm. But as I've told you, these senior pitchers, they seem to just want to locate on that outside part of the plate and do well.
Sliding back safely.
Look, Nathan Barham is the pinch runner for St. Andrews.
He's running for the catcher, a courtesy runner.
Wow, that was what you call a salty pitch. That, as a hitter, you really got to try to crowd the plate here. He's really giving that outside half.
And that pickoff gets past the first baseman, Cooper. And they will award third base, I believe. Did that go out of play?
Yeah, it did. I think he awarded one base because he was going back to the base.
Oh, okay, I got you. So an error on the pitcher.
And I think that was a break for North Pontotoc.
One and two the count. I'm begging your pardon.
No, the ball would bounce off the carom right there behind first base and probably go towards right field a little more, giving these guys a chance to get to third base.
And strike 3 called on Daniels. That's 5 Ks on the day for Clark Mills. Top of the order we go for St. Andrews and Sam Warfwarg, the second baseman. He popped up to Corley Hooper at first to begin today's game. Big old bender.
Yeah, first pitch curveball. He's not scared to throw it.
No batting gloves for Rothwarg at the plate. Chokes up a little bit as well. A little old school.
Yeah, good player right here. Going to Rhodes College as well. And a bunch of good players on both teams.
Fly ball. center field. Dyer drifting to his left. He'll make the catch. And St. Andrews leaves a runner in scoring position. We played 3, still no score. St. Andrews leads this best of 3 presented by Farm Bureau, 1-0.
Who says you can't get a second chance? Stop hesitating and start to learn by doing. Take control of your future. Whether you're a high school dropout or non-traditional student, the Mississippi Integrated Basic Education and Skills Training Program helps you compete for jobs, get hired, and stay employed. Get the skills you need to earn better pay in booming industries like healthcare, welding, culinary arts, manufacturing, and many more. Forge ahead with your dreams at no cost. Sign up for the My Best program today.
There's no place sweeter than the South. This is where birthdays are big, fans are loyal, memories are made, and promises are kept. Outsiders talk about our accents, our charm, our Southern hospitality. They all come naturally around here because we take time to enjoy the simple things. We value honesty, quality, and when we make something really good, we share it with our neighbors. Yarnell's Ice Cream, down-home goodness since 1932.
All right, back here at Trustmark Park here in Pearl. It's time for our contestants of the College Savings Mississippi Race to College. They'll have to complete 4 steps to college. The first step, of course, is submitting their max or impact application. The next step is saving by putting money in their accounts. And after they've saved, they'll go to college by putting on their backpack. After completing the third step, they'll receive their cap and gown. They must put the cap and gown on and finally run back to the starting line. And the first contestant to complete the College Savings Mississippi Race to College will win the $529 max scholarship. How about that? That's not bad. A little running, a little cardio, Chris Snowpack, if you will, and you get yourself a $529 scholarship.
Absolutely. Can't beat that.
No, you can't. Of course, Lynn Fitch, State Treasurer, and her folks really spearheading this College Savings Mississippi plan, and it's been so successful.
Yeah, Lynn does a great job, and you see her at a lot of the banquets for the high schools and FCA and whatever, and she does a great job promoting that plan, and obviously that's important for the future of this state and our universities.
Yeah, in fact, we've had Lynn Fitch up here in the booth at some of our baseball broadcasts here at Trustmark Park. So now on to some action on the field, and so far, your former hitting standout, Will Colmar, alongside former SEC and big league standout Chris Snowpack. What do you have to do as hitters against C.J. Karen and Clark Mills?
Well, you got to be ready to hit first pitch because he gets ahead of hitters real quick, and you can see where you start off right there with an off speed. The other thing too is you might need to mix in some drag bunts, so maybe some small balls, something to get going to where you can try to get on base for these 3 and 4 hitters.
Dyer, the leadoff hitter for North Pontotoc, bounces that one foul. He walked to start the bottom of the first, and then he was erased on that double play ball by Sheffield Anthony. And then that's been it.
Yeah.
Clark Mills grounded out to the third baseman Daniels to end the first, and these last 2 innings, North Pontotoc hasn't even put the ball in play. 6 strikeouts in a row for Karen.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, these guys, when you face a pitcher that has they can throw 3 pitches for a strike, it keeps a lot of the hitters off balanced. And so you got to try to let the ball get deep as long as you can. Think the other way. Just like that. This is a leadoff hitter. These first, 4 or 5 guys have had great years. And they set the table. And so there's a reason Ethan is leading off. He's up there battling.
Yeah, he's reached base 4 out of 5 trips in this championship series. He won't reach this time as Karen takes care of Dyer. But at least North Pontotoc put that ball in play. And so there's 1 out here in the 4th with Sheffield Anthony, the catcher, coming to the plate.
Yeah, you kind of wonder in a park like this, it probably is obviously it is pitcher friendly, right? And so there's not many guys that are going to go deep. So CJ and these pitchers can pound the zone and not be worried about a game-changing swing, unless it's Thomas Dillard from Oxford. That's the
I was
last
just
guy,
going to say,
you know.
remember that blast he had? I think he had 2 out of here, but you got to uncoil, like I said earlier in this broadcast, to get one out of here at Trustmark.
Yeah.
That was a couple years ago. Thomas Dillard had himself quite a year, and it was capped off with another state championship for Oxford High School. He's having a pretty good sophomore year at Ole Miss as well.
Yeah, and here's the guy right here that he's got 10 stolen bases, and most catchers, when they get on base, you run for them.
Right.
But this guy, you don't.
And that was Sheffield.
And so I think it's the second hit in a row that CJ started off the curveball. So he's feeling it.
Anthony bounced to Ducote at short. And Ducote stepped on the bag to get the force on Dyer, threw a strike over to first in time to get Anthony on the double play ball. Anthony went 1 for 3 in game 1. So he's 1 for 4 in this championship series. He called for time. He did not get it. And a called strike. And here comes the head coach, Chad Anthony.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Son thought he was going to talk to his dad, the coach, but he just went right by you.
Yeah, I guess he didn't hear him or see him. And CJ just threw right down the middle and kind of froze Anthony up. And I'm sure the umpire is telling them they'd like for you to do both. You know, give him a sign and say something. But you can see he's trying to get the sign. I really don't know what. I guess it was too late. CJ was already. And that's what he's probably telling him. He's already in his windup.
Chad Anthony. Last championship appearance was 2011. The Vikings have never won a state championship. In fact, that 2011 team was the only team that's ever made it this far to a championship series.
Lots of good baseball in Pontotoc, Mississippi.
Oh, yes.
That whole area. It's all over Mississippi.
It's now even at 2-2. With Pontotoc starting the day 25-6. Line over the third baseman, Bo Howell's glove. I beg your pardon, that was Daniels at third, and so Sheffield Anthony has himself a base hit, and that's the first base knock of the day for the Vikings.
Yeah, solid at bat right here. Looked like it was a changeup or something left up, and Anthony, great piece of hitting by Sheffield right there. And he's a threat to steal a base, so we'll see what happens in the first couple of pitches. And they're one of the best hitters. They're better hitters, actually. Their best hitter, Clark Mills, up the bat.
Mills will play football next year at Itawamba. But as you mentioned, he's having himself quite a spring on the diamond. There is Sheffield Anthony, the catcher. Did he get hit? Yes, he did. Wait, maybe he got part of the jersey?
Yeah, it looked like he might have leaned in that one, but Mark Fannon's not going to say anything. And it creates a little rally. You can see if he leans in a little. No. There you go. So I guess the umpire decides that wasn't enough. First and second for the Vikings.
That's right, only one out, and here's the cleanup hitter, Corley Hooper. What a lift he gave North Pontotoc. Remember, he's the guy in the quarterfinals against Houston that tore the meniscus, and he came back and started playing in this championship series. They thought he was out for the whole year, and he comes back and he goes 2 for 2 with a walk and a run batted in.
He's a warrior.
Yes. He had a 2-out RBI. That was a double against Towns in game 1. That one gets past the catcher, Dixon Ray. And now the Vikings have 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, you can see where CJ's lost a little rhythm. I think maybe the hit by pitch kind of threw him off a little. And looked like it was a little bit outside curveball where Dixon couldn't handle that. And see Mark Fanning come in, maybe want to kind of talk things over to the infield and CJ. And big opportunity for North Pontotoc.
Yeah, it's big. And we talked about in the open, Chris, how important these opportunities are for North Pontotoc. Only 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position in game 1. You got to be more opportunistic if you want to try to even this series up at 1 game apiece.
Yeah, and that's what Mark's talking to the defense and CJ, trying to remind these guys, all right, if the ball's hit to you, where are you going to go with it? The other thing is, like you said, North Pontotoc, this is the opportunity for them. And they've got one of the better hitters at the plate to where they can take advantage of that, and we'll see what Hooper does. But one thing he has to understand is look at the defense. You can see the middle. Looks like the middle guys are playing back, so why not try to hit the ball the other way or try to hit the ball with the middle to get the run in or fly ball as well.
And there is C.J. Kieran. He had retired 9 in a row before Sheffield Anthony's base hit to left. Then Mills was hit by a pitch, and a wild pitch has put Sheffield Anthony at third, Clark Mills at second. And now they're just going to walk Cooper.
Yeah, that's probably a decision that, based on stats, that you probably want to do. You got Jake Reeder up, number 14, who on the year is 276, no home runs, 20 RBIs, and then you got Hence Hooper behind him hitting 230, and so your option or the numbers kind of bode well for you to maybe have a chance to double play or something that maybe a light hit ball.
Yeah, Corley Hooper hitting over 500 on the year. So he gets the pass to first. And now there's a force as well at any base. A little flare caught by Rothborg out at second.
Yeah, as we talked about, the numbers support that move. And now you've got a junior up with Hence Hooper hitting 231, but he does have 16 RBIs, so he's been in this position. And the only difference is he's hitting against a good pitcher that those 3 pitches for strikes. So nice one-on-one matchup right here.
Upstairs, ball 1. Hooper was caught looking his first time up to end the second. Lined into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Anthony scores. They'll hold the runner Mills at third, and North Pontotoc scores first on an RBI single to left by Hence Hooper.
Yeah, it was a big swing, big hit right there for Hence Hooper. We like to say 2-out hits win ball games. And you can see the difference between this at bat and last at bat is that pitch was down the middle, where the previous at bat with Hence, CJ stayed away. The one thing that helped him with that was CJ starting out with a ball. You get bases loaded, starting out with the ball. Now he's got to try to get back even, and it boded well for Hence. And then you got a lefty up right here. You kind of wonder if maybe a squeeze opportunity right here. Another situation, first pitch ball. So if you're thinking inside the game here as a hitter and as a coach, he's got to try to pound the zone here. 2-0. So as a hitter right now, what are you thinking, Will? Bases loaded.
He's got to come in.
He's got to hit. He's got to throw a strike. That's right.
And he doesn't. And there's nowhere to put Ty Robertson. Struck out his first time up.
Yeah, you can see CJ's kind of trying to speed things up. And this is where maybe Dixon needs to call time and calm him down a little.
And a strike called. Good location by Karen on that one. So 3-1, still a hitter's count. And now the count is full. So with 2 outs, we'll have a big old merry-go-round out there. All 3 runners will be off with the pitch. Big moment early in this game. And that's ball 4 And Robertson gets a ribby on the bases loaded walk. Mills scores. Corley Hooper to third. Hence Hooper to second, and it's 2-0 Vikings.
Yeah, that was a discipline of the bat right there by Ty. It was unfortunate for CJ to throw ball 4 right there, but that's a big run for the Vikings.
North Pontotoc fell behind in the first 2.5 innings of game 1, 4-0. Today, in the fourth, they're up 2-0, and they still have the bases loaded with 2 outs, and Braxton set at the shortstop at the plate.
Yeah, and set up like Hooper might not have a low or high average, but he's got 18 RBIs, and so he's had some big hits this year.
Pop straight up on the infield. Karen is calling for it, and he will make the catch. And that will take care of the Vikings. But North Pontotoc sends 8 to the plate. They score 2. We're halfway home, and the Vikings lead it. These are the State High School Baseball Championships presented by Farm Bureau.
What is
motion? A change in place or position.
progress? Forward or onward movement?
Innovation, the action or process of innovation.
Evolution, gradual development.
Growth, developing physically, mentally, or spiritually.
Breakthrough, an instance of achieving success.
Halfway home in game 2 of this best of 3 in 3A, and North Pontotoc has just taken a 2-0 lead on St. Andrews. In a hurry, but want a fresh, affordable meal to serve your family or friends? Biaggi's Pronto Packs make it easy to enjoy an authentic Italian meal at home or on the go. Perfectly sized to serve 4 to 5 people, starting at only $30. Pronto Packs include your choice of a pasta or 2 pizzas with a house or Caesar salad and freshly baked bread with Biaggi's butter for dipping. Located in the Renaissance at Colony Park Shopping Center in Ridgeland, Biaggi's Carryout is the perfect solution for your busy lifestyle. Visit Biaggi's online at biaggi's.com. Will Colmeyer alongside Chris Snopek, our executive producer Mark King, the rest of our NFHS Network crew. We're thrilled to have you on board on a late Thursday afternoon here in the Capital City area. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, St. Andrews leading this series 1-0, but the Saints find themselves down 2-0. They'll have Thomas, Tolly, and Karen, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, facing Clark Mills.
Yeah, Will, and I think this is a big inning for North Pontotoc. They want to try to keep the momentum, right? Try to put up a 0 after a big two-run inning right there.
It's all about responding. You played on some really good teams through the years. That's what baseball is. You got a one team punches, you got a counter punch.
That's right.
We'll see what kind of counter punch, if you will, the Saints will have here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, the one edge North Pontotoc has is having a senior like Clark Mills on the mound. You can tell he's starting to feel it.
One and two the count to Thomas. He flew out to center field his first time up. Plus, if you're Clark Mills, you got a little wiggle room now. You got a 2-0 lead.
That's right.
That one is line foul down the left field line.
And for St. Andrews, a guy like this, Avery Thomas, who's got 14 stolen bases, this is a guy you got to have on base, especially with the sticks behind him.
1 and 2 the count to Thomas with Banks, Tolly on deck. CJ Karen in the hole.
Yeah, and Clark Mills consistently trying to stay on that outside part of the plate. He thought he had one there. Big at bat right here for St. Andrews.
Yeah, he wanted that pitch. Let's see what he comes back with on 2 and 2. Going to be a tough play, and the throw is high, and it goes into the dugout. As Bo Howell, the third baseman, that was going to be a tough play to get Avery Thomas. He'll probably think back and maybe wish he just put that in the back pocket. So it's an infield single by Thomas, and then he goes to second on the throwing error.
And that's what St. Andrews needed. There's a guy with 2 strikes, Avery Thomas, just putting the ball in play, making the defense make the play right there and put a little pressure on him. And now, as we talked about, man on second, no outs. Could be a bunt situation.
Banks Talley struck out his first time up. He lifts this one down the right field line. Robertson giving chase, and that went into the front row.
Yeah, great effort right there by Ty Robertson. But with Talley up, he's a 3-hole hitter for St. Andrews. Mark's letting him, Coach Fanning's letting him swing away here, and you can see him say something. But this is a very important time for at least Banks to try to get the runner over. Obviously, a base hit to the right side of the field.
Talley in game 1 went 1 for 4 against Jake Reeder. C.J. Karen is on deck. Great opportunity for St. Andrews here in the bottom of the 4th. A little flare into right field. That's going to be a base hit for Talley. They'll hold the runner at third. Nice job by the right fielder Robertson hitting the cutoff man and not allowing Talley to take second.
Yeah, great piece of hitting right there by Banks. And you can see the Saints answering. You kind of wonder right here if Coach Fanning will put Talley into motion. I think Talley is a soccer signee, has some wheels. And then you got, I guess, the star of the show, C.J. Karen, or one of them, that has a chance to equal his counterpart right here.
He can help his own cause, that's for sure. They're at the corners with nobody out for the Saints here in the bottom of the 4th.
First pitch changeup right there.
St. Andrews left the runner in scoring position last inning. They stand at 6 in game 1. North Pontotoc left 8 on base.
So we're into the 3rd pitch of the bat right here. Kind of wonder if he's going to do anything running, trying to steal a base. 1st and 3rd situation. Try to get the tying run to second base.
Fly ball, left center field. Dyer, the center fielder, is going to make the call. Here comes the runner, Thomas. The throw to the plate is cut off. And a sacrifice fly by C.J. Kieran scores Thomas. And it's now 2-1. North Pontotoc's lead has been cut in half.
Right. Quality of bat right there for the senior. Bringing the Saints within 1. Good pitch by Mr. Mills. North Pontotoc is still in a good situation right here with Talley not running, going in action. But you can see the tag right here, and good speed on the bases for St. Andrews right now, and Avery scoring, Avery Thomas.
So Thomas, who drove in a run in game 1, he scores his first run here in the championship series. There's a fly ball by Towns out to left field. Wow, the left fielder, Reeder, threw it all the way, a one-hopper to first. He thought maybe Talley took too big of a leading, went maybe half away from between first and second. I guess he was trying to
show that arm.
Yeah, I guess so. So fly out to left by Holland Towns, a guy that'll be playing college soccer next year at Mercer University over in Macon, Georgia. And here's to Cody. Snap throw down to first by Anthony. Diving back safely is Banks Talley.